Hey, everybody, welcome to another Job Search Daily with a focus on technology. So, today we've got one from a company called Remarkable. It's a sales executive position in Ohio. It's actually remote. It's designated as remote, as you can see here in ZipRecruiter, where you can find the career. But then you go down, it says this position is not 100% remote. So, remember, when I feature these jobs, I don't focus only on remote positions. I focus on positions where you got to go into the office as well. But I like to highlight the remote ones because remote, in my opinion, allows people to have the best mix of work life balance. I personally have been working remote for 20 years. So I value being able to skip the traffic, being able to make my own lunch, and be able to mix my life here and there with my work. And if I want to shut it down, I can shut it down for a few minutes. And if I want to jump on it at 7 o'clock in the evening, I can jump on it at 7 o'clock in the evening. That's why I do like to bring you the remote opportunities. But remember, they often come with some stipulations. So in this one, you'll be traveling 20% of the time to attend trade shows and industry events. So before I get into the job and the description of the job, I wanted to show you a little video of this company, Remarkable. Sometimes I like to describe what the company does, but if the company has their own video and they can tell you a little bit more concise on what they do, I think that's a little bit better. So hopefully you don't lose me here and I can keep your attention. The video is about 2 minutes long, and then we're going to get into the job description, the pay, and how you can get a job like this. So just hang in there, watch this video, and I'll be right back.
We started paying more attention to how we handle materials when we discovered that 40% of people's time is all about material management. In addition to that, we're buying $200 million of material a year, so the more that we can save on that, obviously, the better it is for our company. As soon as we seen Remarkable, we knew it was our answer. From the field foreman to pre-construction to purchasing to accounting to prefabrication, it helps in every one of those processes.
Traditionally, we would export out of our estimating system into an Excel spreadsheet and then email that out to our suppliers. Remarkable allows us to export AccuBid directly into Remarkable and take that information out to our suppliers, get the information back much more quickly.
Rolling out software for the guys in the field is a big deal. It's usually a challenge. If they have to learn something new, it's not easy. With this, we put it in their hands and they were like, oh, I like this. You mean I can just do this? And they just started pushing buttons and fell in love with it. Our jobs sync out of Viewpoint into Remarkable. All of the shipping information, the job site addresses, the tax rates, all of that information comes right out of Vista into Remarkable. The foreman syncs in there. So a lot of the information is just seamlessly passing through.
I would have to call, give that job number, wait for a PO to come through, order my stuff, and then the next job would come in and I'd have to do the same process over and over. Now I can just go onto the computer, do all the jobs at one time with a couple clicks, and then I'm finished with all that instead of making several different phone calls.
I was looking at reports earlier, and yesterday we had 135 orders, 120 orders on the 14th. We would not be able to do that with just two purchasers alone. Without Remarkable, that's not possible.
A couple of the other big advantages for us is checks and balances. What we used to do is we would spot check invoices to make sure that pricing was appropriate. With spot checking that, with the amount of material we buy, we can only spot check a very small percentage of that, so it wasn't a good reflection, it wasn't a good check and balance. Now we don't have to do that. That is all done automatically through Remarkable, and if we're someone committed to a price to us, they're held to that price, and if we don't receive that price, we're alerted to it. So the checks and balances is something that really made our life infinitely easier. In short, Remarkable makes us a better company.
All right, so that was good. Thanks for hanging in here with me. I think that this is going to be a great opportunity for you to be able to get into sales and make a great income with a company like this. And the whole purpose of this vlog is to give you a jump off point. It's not to, of course, we want you to get this job. There's going to be a lot of people applying for these jobs whenever I post them. The purpose of this vlog is to get you started, to get you inspired, to get you out there applying for these positions, to let you know that you can retrain in a career and work in technology. And this is just another way to get into technology. This is a company that works with contractors, electrical contractors specifically, and they work in SaaS, software as a service. When you think of software as a service, you're thinking Google, or you're thinking a couple of days ago, I did a company that they focus on cybersecurity. And before that, I did a firm. But this is a company that does electrical contracting. It might not seem glamorous, but this is a technology company. And it's just that their clientele is just different. So this is an exciting opportunity to be able to make a great income, change your employment into an industry that is growing. Software sales is not going anywhere, and companies are moving to these systems to save money. So for example, Remarkable helps companies save money by managing their inventory, order management. They do analytics. So, these contractors don't have time to, just like in the video, the gentleman said, he can only check a few of his orders out of a massive amount of orders to make sure that the orders are actually being handled properly. He doesn't have the time to comb through each individual order. I think previous to the software, he wishes that he could do that, but he just doesn't have the time. He would have to hire an internal analyst to be able to do that. And maybe his company just doesn't have the budget or doesn't see a need to do that. So what they do is they pick a couple orders, check the integrity of those orders, and then they look at it as an overall representation of what the company is doing. With a software like this, he can actually have almost like an internal analyst without hiring an analyst, and be even more efficient within the management of his business. So software companies are looking for people to sell their technology to other companies such as these electrical contractors. So this sales executive position, I said, it's based out of Ohio. It is remote, but it does require some travel. So it says here, this position is not 100% remote underneath the fact that it's designated as remote. And when you think of remote, it doesn't mean that you're always going to be at home. Sometimes you have to get out there and meet people. A lot of these types of contractors, they are looking for face-to-face with you to see if you're a real person, relatable. These are guys, at the end of the day, they make a lot of money, they do well, and they crack a beer, they have a good conversation with a friend or go home to their families. They don't necessarily want to talk to a faceless entity. So you're going to have to be able to meet with them, go to trade shows. It says here, travel will be required 20% of the time to attend trade shows and industry events and meet prospective clients. So there is a face-to-face component of that. And I think that's good. It's good to get out there. It's not always good to stay at home and just be on the phones, right? And email and everything. It's good to get your face known and get the business known. Let's continue. So while the normal work week is Monday to Friday, due to the nature of the trade shows, this travel may occur on the weekends. All right. So your job. We are currently seeking a high-skilled and result-oriented sales executive to join our team. As a sales executive, your primary focus will be on driving new business acquisitions in a B2B sector. So business to business. So you're not going to be necessarily selling to a customer in the sense, for example, if you know what B2B is versus B2C, in B2C, it would be like a retail store selling to a customer, like a pair of jeans or something like that, or a shirt. B2B is a software company selling their software to an electrical contractor. So that's the difference, with a specific emphasis on targeting electrical contractors. In this role, you'll be responsible for prospecting, generating leads, conducting effective sales presentations and product demonstrations, and closing deals to achieve your exceed sales target. So that's language for they want you to do better than the posted sales target. You will actively engage with potential clients, building strong relationships, understanding their needs, and effectively communicating the value proposition of our solution. In addition, attending industry events will provide you with networking opportunities to prospect, build relationship, and expand our presence in the market. You will be a key contributor to our ambitious and collaborative sales team. So what I said in yesterday's vlog is that people that do business development, they are so extremely important to the company. And go back and watch that vlog. It's about a firm. People that do business development are so extremely important to the company. If a company is not doing well and you're hitting your target in your particular position, the last thing the company is going to want to do is get rid of you. So that's why sales is an amazing career opportunity, especially in tech, because these companies are highly profitable and it pays well, but these companies tend to weather, or I should say, these positions tend to weather the storm in terms of economic downturn. So when things are doing poorly and the economy is going down or going not in a favorable way, like I said, you're going to be the last person that they're going to want to get rid of because you drive sales in the business. And people that are getting cut usually are the ones that don't drive sales within the business. So let's continue. Working towards and achieving the business growth objectives. If you are a motivated, enthusiastic, and dependable individual who is passionate about building impactful products that challenge the status quo, Remarkable is looking for you. So this is a disruptive product. So as you saw in the video, these contractors, they are doing everything quite manually, and they like Remarkable because they can handle all of their orders, inventory management, analytics, and a lot of the administrative tasks all in one tool. It saves them time and money. So this is a highly disruptive product. And when you look at the opportunity for you to be able to be successful in the industry, and I queued something up here, electrical contractors in America alone, there are 70,000 of them. So there is huge opportunity within the United States for selling software services to just electrical contractors. When you think of the sexiness of the tech industry, you're thinking of, they always think of these companies like Google and Amazon and Meta. They're selling their software access to their platforms and all of that stuff, or selling marketing advertisements through their platforms or whatever they're doing. And we always hear about them in the news and everybody wants to work for them. But we don't think about a simple idea of a company streamlining all of these administrative tasks into one software and selling it to 70,000 potential clients. So that's why I brought this opportunity to you. I think it's awesome. So let's continue. All right. If you are a motivated, enthusiastic, and dependable individual, just like they said, they're looking for you. Key responsibilities. Develop and maintain an expert understanding of Remarkable's platform. So you have to become a subject matter expert. And we talked about that in previous vlogs. And there are positions within larger organizations for what's called a sales engineer. This is a sales executive position, but there are positions called sales engineers. We will get into that in a future vlog, and there'll be opportunities there for you as well too for training. But they want you to become an expert in understanding the Remarkable platform. Of course, when you're talking to somebody, they ask you a very specific question. You have to be able to come back with an answer. Relentlessly pursue new business opportunities to fuel Remarkable's growth. So pick up the phone, make calls, attend trade shows, meet on site with contractors, demonstrate the software. So you have to do that day in and day out to build a pipeline. Work with sales management to develop sales plans, targeted lists, call strategies, like I just said, and managing to create opportunities for new businesses. Achieve monthly sales quotas. Conduct daily activities, including pre-call research. So before you call somebody on the phone and try to sell them their software, find out what they're doing first, in what industry and what geography and what the market conditions are in that particular area. Don't just jump on the call and think that you can finesse your way into a sale. You have to know about the industry, right? Including pre-call research and planning, high volume outreach, follow-ups with previous contacts, nurturing leads, and maintaining CRM records. Yeah, so it's not just a sort of a call once. Sometimes you have to do many touches. And if you don't know what touches are, you can learn that in the Course Careers offer that I'm going to present at the end of this. So many touches. Engage electrical industry professionals through the phone, email, events, and other channels to understand their challenges and identify opportunities that solve them. Collaborate with marketing teams to develop targeted campaigns, drive lead generation activities. Stay up to date on industry trends, competitive landscape, and emerging technologies to effectively position our SaaS software as a service solution to the market. Attend industry events to network, prospect, build relationships, and expand Remarkable's presence in the market. Collaborate with cross-functional teams, including product development, customer service, to ensure seamless customer experience. Conduct product demonstrations, presentations, we talked about that. Negotiate and close sales agreements, ensuring customer satisfaction and long-term relationships. So it's not just a set it and forget it. You have to continue and stay up to date and communicate with people so that they know that they are valued customers. Transition new customers to Remarkable's customer success team for onboarding, training, and account management. So customer success is something that we're going to talk about in the future in terms of another stream of opportunities. This week, we've been focusing a lot on business development sales, technology sales related positions, but there are opportunities in customer success. So customer success it falls under the umbrella of customer service, but customer success people get paid more than customer service people because they often ensure that people are enjoying their experience and they are going to stay with the company, and they do training on technology. So they're very crucial to companies. An ideal candidate will be eager and enthusiastic, seeking out opportunities to build relationships from the ground up, have a proven track record of sales success with a strong understanding of sales processes and the ability to close deals, possess excellent communication and presentation skills, be competitive, confident, enthusiastic, and driven with a desire to pursue a career in sales. Enjoy working independently as a part of a team, collaborating effectively with cross-functional challenges. Be committed to lifelong learning, a continuous professional development, staying up to date with industry trends. Be friendly, self-aware, reflective, and able to digest feedback critically and adapt to overcome challenges. Carry empathy, thoughtfulness, and customer-centric approach through all aspects of the work. Be technologically savvy with a good understanding of SaaS solutions and the ability to quickly learn and adapt to technologies. All right, I don't want to be too long-winded here. They want you to know Microsoft Office, how to use Apple, suites of services. Those are pretty basic. CRM and sales software, pretty basic stuff. Preferably have a degree. And that the reason why some of these jobs require you to have some sort of a degree is because they want you to demonstrate your ability to learn and to be able to commit to a learning process. And that's what degrees demonstrate. Now, they also say, or significant training. So we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. Ideally have worked in electrical or construction industry. So you guys that have worked in construction or electrical, they're looking for you. So there's tons of people that have worked in construction or in the trades. If you worked in these industries and you're willing to take like a course to be able to catapult your knowledge in sales, you're going to be able to be seen as somebody that is highly valued, somebody that they want to interview. That's going to catapult you to the top of the hiring stack. Let's just say that. All right. Moving on. So let's get to the money here. They are paying anywhere between 80,000 at the minimum to 100,000 or 110,000. I can't forget about that extra 10. So 80 to $110,000. That is your base pay. I would imagine that includes OTE, on target earnings, plus commission. So your base pay, you show up, you do a good job every single day, you hit your basic targets, you're going to get your base pay of 80 to 110,000. And then on top of that, you hit those sales goals that they set out and go above and beyond, you're going to get a nice commission check on top of that. Now, in the job description and the qualifications, I'm going to go down here. It's part of the channel. We focus on getting you into tech without necessarily having a degree. You can get into it with training. You can get into it with a degree or without a degree, but they specifically did not say that a degree is mandatory. So they said they are looking for somebody preferably that has a degree or significant training in sales or marketing. So that brings us to the offer for people that don't have a degree. You can get significant training in sales through Course Careers, technology sales course. They are offering training that is around 8 weeks long for the average person. Some people can do it in 4 and some people take 12. And you can take even longer. It's self-directed, self-paced, and you can come out at the end with a career in technology sales. And as we said, technology sales does not necessarily have to be one of these sexy companies. It can be a company that is selling software to electricians and electrical firms. There are over 200,000 openings at any given moment in tech sales. But if you just broaden it to business development, other industries, I believe there's over 400,000. These are revenue driving positions, so they're very recession proof, especially if there's an upcoming recession. You want to be able to prepare yourself for that upcoming recession so that if you do get laid off, or if you're currently laid off, you're offering your new potential employer skills that they can profit off of, and therefore you can keep your job. Over 200,000 current positions in tech sales right now. The average salary starts at around 70 grand. This particular position starts above that at 80,000 as the base to 110,000 based on your experience. And then there's commission on top. I don't know the numbers on the commission, but it's probably significant. So yeah, this is a great opportunity with Course Careers. And I did a little bit of checking in terms of Course Careers, and they have currently right now over 6,000 alumni that have graduated from the program all over the United States. You can see here, they have a lot of people that have changed their lives by taking the Course Careers. And it's a diverse group of people, as you can see. So you can be one of them. I would definitely say that they've got something going here. You can be one of the over 6,000 people right now that have graduated, and many of them are working right now in tech sales. And they offer a flexible education at Course Careers, robust community. Once you graduate, they have relationships with recruiters through companies that have affiliations with them. These recruiters, they see your grades. They see how you answered on the final exam. They see your performance throughout the course, and they will contact you through Course Careers to try to hire you direct. So that would be the ultimate goal, is to pass with a high grade, and then these recruiters contact you right away. You don't have to necessarily kill yourself and send out 500 applications or 400 or 100 applications. These recruiters will reach out to you. But of course, that is for a select group of students that get very high grades. But even just by passing this course, you have an edge over the average employee that is applying or potential employee that is applying. So when we talk about companies that are watching for new graduates and trying to hire the best. So that's it for today's presentation. If you got any questions, leave them in the comments section. And there is a link in the description and in the comment section pinned to the top where you can click on the link and get $50 off the already very affordable price of $499. So you can only pay an even lower price of $449. And one thing I realized doing these videos is I need to start asking you guys to subscribe. I have not been asking you to do that. If you're getting any value out of these videos, please subscribe so we can grow the viewership and let people know about these opportunities. Let them know that there is an alternative to continuing in the career that they're currently in. If they're not happy, you can get into tech and make a good solid income with benefits and almost unlimited potential. And or either if you've been laid off from the technology industry in an unrelated capacity, because I couldn't imagine that you got laid off if you're a salesperson driving revenue. But if you've got laid off in an unrelated capacity, if you're a software engineer or if you, whatever position that you've done, if you combine the fact that you have previous technology related skills and experience with course careers, that will give you even a much more higher edge over the average person. So that's it for today's vlog. Until the next time, everybody, take care.